Holy I take 1 week off from doing the news, and apparently everyone has a major announcement to make, but here we are. Hello everyone, Gramsy here, and welcome back to another Thick Thursday, the best source for your weekly VR news, just juicy facts and stories presented in an easily digestible way for your virtual reality needs. This week was jam-packed with Project Cambria spoilers, another Quest 2 update rollout, some rumors surrounding an Apple headset, and of course, Meta being Meta. All that and so much more. Please fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gents. This is going to be an extra dummy thick Thursday. Let's get started. It has been an absolute frenzy of rumors and controversy surrounding Meta's Project Cambria, so let's just start here, because there's a lot of important information to get through. First, let's start with what we absolutely know about Cambria from a number of sources over the past few months. First, we know Project Cambria is not going to be the Quest 3, despite its previous codename being Quest 2 Pro. Even John Carmack said as much last year, stating specifically that it would not be sold with the Quest line. Carmack also went on to say that Cambria was on track for a 2022 release, which means this headset is way closer to being production ready than even we probably realize, and in fact, it might be production ready already if that's the case. My guess from a timing perspective is that if anything, Meta is most likely aiming for a Q3 or Q4 launch this year, probably trying to take advantage of the holiday season shopping frenzy to help boost initial sales of their product, which we have seen done successfully by tons of tech companies in the past. Okay, next, let's talk some shop about the specs on this baby and take a look at some of these rendered 3D models that sadly it's Bradley had been posting on Twitter, and wow, this speaks volumes to the kind of headset that we're going to see from Cambria and personally makes me excited for the future of standalone. But here we go, two 2.48-inch 2160 by 2160 mini LED dual element pancake lenses, eye and face tracking capable, and cameras for full RGB pass-through. We've seen some cameras installed on the controllers indicating that Cambria will most likely have controller-based inside-out tracking on the final production model, and with the vibrant backlighting from the mini LEDs on those lenses, we can expect OLED levels of contrast, especially when it comes to dark or black colors, making Project Cambria a seriously impressive looking standalone headset that will most likely still have some level of PC VR cross-compatibility or support. We saw this same trend with tech from the 2000s all the way through to today, where they initially came out large, bulky, heavy, but progressively got smaller, sleeker, and slimmer, and I think for the sake of comfort and accessibility to getting new people into VR, this is absolutely the way to go. Let's talk price point though. It's hard to tell exactly where it's going to be, but based off of what we know about Cambria so far, it is using expensive lenses, and we know that Meta is aiming for this to be a premier standalone experience. For this reason, it will definitely be way more than a Quest or Quest 2 ever was, but probably still less than an Index if I had to wager, as that $1,000 price point really seems to be the maximum threshold for a lot of consumers. Expect to see Cambria somewhere in the $650 to $900 range, most likely. I could be wrong about this, but this is my scientific estimation of things. As if the frenzy surrounding Project Cambria wasn't enough, Pico, the Chinese VR company owned by ByteDance, recently said that they were going to make a major announcement this coming week. Well, speculate no more. They officially made said announcement, and it's what a lot of people predicted already, which is Pico is attempting to push their headset into Western markets. They'll be selling their Pico Neo 3 headsets officially in the European market, attempting to give Meta a run for their money on the Quest 2, and there are some seriously convincing arguments to why VR consumers in Europe may just want to pick one up for themselves. First, almost every specification from the Quest 2 can be found in the Pico Neo 3. Similar lenses, similar specifications, the same color, and even the same processor in the Snapdragon XR2. Second, where Pico learned from the Quest 2's shortcomings, they added more weight in the back with their battery to help balance the feel of the headset, as well as adding this comfortable looking adjustable strap that looks very similar to the Quest 2's Elite strap, and then offering it at the same Quest 2 price point. Granted, it's a little bit more, but I don't know, it kind of feels good to see someone giving Meta a run for their money for a change, and I think healthy competition in the VR market like this can only serve to benefit the consumer in the long term and overall benefit the VR space as a whole. Maybe we'll eventually see Meta's monopolist market share fall, but for now, I am curious to see how Pico winds up performing outside of Eastern markets. 2022 is shaping up to be the year of VR in my personal opinion. So many insane advancements have been made with this technology already, a litany of new and exciting VR games, and wow, just the sheer number of headsets that could potentially be coming out in the next year or so, it's a lot. And things are only going to get even hotter as the year progresses. So sticking with the same vein of major announcements, leaks, and spoilers, things are really gonna fire up because it's looking like Apple is preparing to finally throw their hat in the VR AR ring. And the writing has been on the wall for this, honestly. For anyone paying attention, Apple has been poaching and headhunting insane amounts of talent in the VR space for the past year straight, with the most notable being Meta's previous head of public relations for XR. So when someone recently found just a little bit of code in some App Store log, just a teeny little bit of information, just a teens of some software found within it, Reality OS, I wonder what this could be. It's for Apple's VR AR headset. It's confirmed. It's 100% officially confirmed. This is without a doubt going to come sometime in the future. Whenever code like this gets found in places in the past, usually before the year is up, there is at least some kind of major announcement. Does this mean the Apple headset is coming out this year? No, probably not. In fact, I would be really surprised if it did, but at the very least, we will definitely have an official announcement from Apple on this headset before the year is over, and man, things are getting mamma mia pizzeria spicy as I'm curious to see specs and price points and see some official pictures of the final product models. In the meantime, there is this speculative rendered model for the Apple headset, and if anything else comes out on this, you'll know where to find the updates for it. And now it's time for this week's Thick Snack. Check out this crazy looking VR hand haptic feedback device that straps around your wrist. Developer Taha Moriyama and Hiroyuki Kajimoto created this interesting little device to solve two of haptic accessories' biggest problems: prohibitive cost and prohibitive weight. The device itself weighs just 250 grams and can be entirely 3D printed. As far as I am aware, the device currently has no name or expected price point yet, but the devs have said they plan on implementing vibration and temperature sensations to future models. But now, back to the news. Wow, there is a lot of news surrounding Meta this week, so let's not waste any time. First, Meta is canceling F8 again, for the third year in a row, so that they can focus on, quote, building their metaverse. And Meta, please, just
stop it. Get some help.
You all know how I feel about the metaverse stuff, so there's no point in beating a dead horse, but this genuinely makes me wonder if they will ever have F8 again, or just plan on using Kinect for all of their future VR-related announcements. Okay, enough memeing, let's move on to some meta news with a bit more substance. So last week, as you know, there was no Thick Thursdays, but I did make a community post going over a few pertinent things last week. One of these being the Air Bridge. Now, there's no guarantee this Wi-Fi dongle concept is officially greenlit by Meta yet. John Carmack did allude to using something similar in the past, so it definitely wouldn't be a stretch to say Meta is, at the very least, doing their due diligence on it. So what is this Air Bridge, and why is it kind of a big deal? Well, mostly it would allow standalone Quest users to plug the dongle into their Quest unit and be supplied with a seamless, uninterrupted, and play-ready Wi-Fi connection. With traditional standalone, you're running off a household Wi-Fi connection that can deteriorate deteriorate as it passes through walls and furniture and cause dropped frames or latency and lag issues. The air bridge effectively would solve that if implemented. We've seen it time and time again where an early design patent or spoiled blueprint prototype pops up and people think it's officially coming, but this a lot of times just isn't the case. That being said, I think a lot of Quest users would really appreciate something like this. Moving on with Meta, they have been busy pumping out updates for the Quest 2, and it looks like this is definitely not going to stop anytime soon. Version 39 just came out with a variety of improvements and quality of life adjustments, so let's just start from the top with what is changing. First, and probably most obviously, Meta improved multitasking to allow users to have up to 3 2D windows open simultaneously, and are allowing users to take advantage of this feature by default without the need to manually activate it. Secondly, they rolled out a new Quest Home environment for users to access, and third, they added some minor feed redesigns and added iOS support for their share-to-headset features. All of these are welcomed improvements, and though it's nothing earth-shattering or mind-blowing, it's nice to see Meta spending some meaningful time improving their products and listening to consumer feedback. That being said, version 40 is likely to drop sometime during May, so keep an eye out for that as well. It's no surprise I love VR. I mean, I have a whole channel dedicated to it. Do I really need to say more? So I especially love it when I get a chance to share a story that really showcases why I think VR, AR, and XR tech are just so incredible, and why I truly believe that it has the power to change the world for the better and help countless billions of people worldwide. I've covered brain-computer interfaces on my channel before, but nothing quite like this. Kogatat, a BCI startup founded last year, is using its proprietary brain-computer interface technology to help rehabilitate stroke victims in VR. It's a really big deal for a lot of stroke patients, as a large portion of them invariably suffer from some type of motor impairment or debilitation as a result of their stroke. Kogatat is partnering with VR Studio Unit 9 to build a physiotherapy-oriented VR game powered by Kogatat's brain-computer interface. The combination allows patients to reconfigure lost neural and muscular pathways from their brains to their bodies and provide a more rewarding rehabilitative experience. The concept is backed by empirical neuroscience evidence to suggest that the experience of seeing a motor task performed helps patients to develop the motor skills needed to physically perform the tasks themselves. Man, what a wild time to be alive. It seems like the science fiction of even 10 years ago is becoming the reality of today. It really makes me happy to see how much of a profound impact this amazing VR technology can have on people's lives for the better. And with that, that's all the time we have for today, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Be sure to leave a comment down below to let me know what you think about these stories, and to let me know what stories you'd like to see covered for the following week. Remember to hit the like button if you thought this video was informative, subscribe if you want to see more of it next week, and hit that notification bell if you just cannot stand missing out on these oh so sweet, dummy thick VR news clips. Until next time, Gramsy out.